and nobody wants to do corporal punishment.
Right.
Everybody want to be their friend.
It's true.
Okay, they don't want to hold a kid accountable.
Right.
You know, and then the other big problem is, like, for instance, common real reason, gangs. Okay, we got kids showing up to school carrying weapons in 4th and 5th grade because that's part of their gang initiation, to bring a loaded weapon to school and bring it in the building and see can they carry it in and out the building in a couple of days. You know, it's sad when, just like the other day, I was talking to one of my ex-coaches. Well, you know, coaches kind of always stay in contact. Down in South Carolina at Myrtle Beach just last week, you got 2 idiots trying to ride a mini bike through the mall. Okay, 2 of us.
I'm not surprised.
In a minute, just on a mini bike.
Through them all.
Trying to ride it through the mall, crash into one of the kiosks, take off running. I mean, you know, there's cameras everywhere. They arrested them like the next day. But this is the kind of stuff we do. Remember just a couple weeks ago, can't go to there on nobody at the town center no more after 7 o'clock, because we don't know how to act. 300 kids walk around doing nothing. Then we can't just hang out, we gotta fight. We just can't talk. You know, back in the day, you know, most of the guys, you that fresh haircut, you going out to the mall, you looking for honey. You know, you're trying to be cool, ain't no other fighting. You know, you ain't gonna disrespect another guy in front of his mama, his girlfriend, his auntie, and nobody else. Now later on might be some beef, but you ain't gonna do that. But those are a lot of things we mentioned. We're missing. For its class size, yeah, the way it works in the state of Virginia, kindergarten through 3rd grade, they try to keep it at 25 kids per teacher, okay? You're gonna look on the internet, I don't care if it's Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, you're gonna see these crazy figures, 23-1, oh, that's a lie. That's just to make it look good, so when the realtors get ready to sell houses in certain neighborhoods, people go, I'm gonna pay the extra $100,000 because I'm buying this house over here, okay? But when you get to that school building, them kids gonna be the same. When you get to high school, from 4th grade to like 8th grade, it can be 36
to 1?
Yes.
Oh.
And then from 9th to 12th, 45 to 1.
Wow.
In the classroom. Okay? Not only that, you have the total disrespect when a lot of kids walk in the building in the morning. You can't tell them nothing, too much TikTok, okay? You got them doing these stupid challenges, tearing up the bathrooms, because some idiot will go on TikTok and put a challenge out there to make the toilets overflow. So you got kids coming to school, shoving paper, pencils, and stuff, destroying bathrooms.
I feel like this stuff that's been going on forever though.
Yes.
Like, people always try to separate it and make it seem like it's just generation. It's
No.
just being seen more now.
But what
because
I'm saying is,
always come back to the father.
But what I'm
a lot of
saying
kids don't have
is,
a father in the house, man.
now it's like I said again, you always had stuff
It's
like that, but now
recorded
see
now.
because it's on
That's
It ain't
TikTok,
gonna get worse.
you got a bunch of people doing it. You got like
You can see
know,
it more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so when
that's
somebody
more-
see it, I'm
more
gonna go to
accessible.
school and do that.
Versus,
You know, we got
versus
plumbers
when
that are scared to work on the
Right.
toilet because so many kids are vaping that when they get caught, they shove those CO2 cartridges in the toilet, and then the plumbers try to go in
Got a
and work
missile
on
now.
them. Them suckers firing out like shotgun shells. So you
But I
got
got a
plumbers
question for
going
you
in
too,
there with
after we finish.
with gear on, trying to prevent themselves from getting hurt. Now, as far as a lot of the education programs, unfortunately, yeah. When they started No Child Left Behind and some other things, and they started actually looking at the way that, say, black males, Hispanic males, or whatever, are being suspended compared to other kids, now don't nobody want to write no paperwork. Okay, but a lot of times, you know, just like when your mama told you as a little kid that pot's hot, you didn't believe it till you burnt your hand. Then once you burnt your hand, you knew the rest of your life that was hot. A lot of times, if some kids got some real discipline at a young age, then maybe they wouldn't make some of the mistakes. But they do, you just be surprised. And then the way the system works, from kindergarten to 5th grade, you can get away with pretty much murder. I'm just being honest. As soon as you hit the 6th grade to 12th grade, each system has that alternative school. So I see kids that do the same stuff. I've talked to middle school principals and other principals, and they'll say the kid will come in there and go, well, I don't understand, I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. But now that they're in 6th grade, boom, off to alternative school. And I've seen it happen. You can come to school in September the 4th and get in trouble a few times. By September the 16th, you gone. So a lot of times it's a system. There's no type of alternative school for the younger kids. You know, I talk to the deputies. You have kindergartners now coming to school, destroying classrooms. 5 years old, where they deputy, a uniformed police officer has to go in there with a administrator and drag this kid out.
With his
Okay.
body cam on.
Yes.
But I want to ask you something real